Hello everyone. So last class we have seen these examples. Last class we have seen the examples, that is how to truth table, how to find the truth table. So now we'll start with the equivalent statement. Equivalent statement. So what is the equivalent statement? That is equivalent statement. Equivalent statement. So what is the equivalent statement? Is those two statements are said to be equivalent if they have this same truth values. That is, the two statements are said to be equivalent if they have same truth values same truth values. Okay, if they have the same truth values, means how it is. See here, that is, we'll take the example, that is, show that the following statements are equivalent. See here, we'll take one example, that is negation of P disjunction Q is equivalent to this C. This symbol is called equivalent. That is, negation of P disjunction Q is equivalent to negation of P conjunction negation of Q. Negation of P conjunction negation of Q. So what we have to show? We have to show that the truth value of this statement and the truth value of these statements, that is, the truth values are equal. So we will get the same truth value of this is equal to the this. How it is? See, same it is. Again we have to take the P statement, Q statement, P, Q. Next again what we need? We need P disjunction Q. Again what we need? Negation of this. So negation of P disjunction Q. Again we need negation of P, negation of Q, and the conjunction of negation of P and negation of Q. That is, negation of P conjunction negation of Q. Negation of P conjunction negation of Q it is. So same it is again. How to find it is? That is, how we can write the P statement is true, false, true, false, true, false. Correct? True, false. Now the disjunction. So disjunction means what it is? Disjunction means true, false, remaining all are true. False, remaining all are true. See, false, and remaining all are true only. True is true only. False, true, false is true only. False, true is true only. Okay. So next, negation of what it is? Negation of P disjunction Q. So negation, P disjunction is this, and negation means is what it is? True becomes false becomes true. So negation of this true will false, true will false, and false will true. And consider this is as equation 1. It is. Okay. So this we got the values. Okay. So next, first find out negation of P. So in negation of P means what? See, this true will become false, this true will become false, again this false will become true, this false will become true. Correct? Write down the negation of Q is same. True will become false will become true will become false, and false is true. This is the negation of P and negation of Q. Now again what we need to find? We need to find the conjunction, and conjunction means what is it? What it is? Conjunction means true. Conjunction means true. Okay, so conjunction is what? Conjunction between negation of P and negation of Q. So conjunction means what it is? True, true, true. Where is true here? We are having only here it is. Negation of P is true, negation of Q is true. So their conjunction is also true. True, true, true. And remaining all are false. See, true, false is there means it will be false. False, true is there means it will be false. And false, false is there means it will be false only. And consider this is as equation 2. Equation 2 it is correct. So what we are having the equation 1 is? Equation 1 is false, 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 true. And what is the equation 2 is? False, 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 true. So what we are having here? Equation 1, the truth value of the equation 1 and truth value of the equation 2. What it is? Are the same. Therefore, this equation is equivalent to this equation. Correct? So these are the equivalent statement. Correct? These two statements are equivalent. So how we can write this? Therefore what it is? Equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Therefore what it is? Two statements are equivalent. Two statements are equivalent. Correct? See, the truth value of this is false, 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 true. And the truth value of this is false, 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 true. So these are the equivalent. Okay? So this is the way to find the equivalent. Okay? This is the way to find the equivalent. So next here, take down, that is one more example we'll take, that is P double implication Q, P double implication Q is equivalent to P implies Q and which is conjunction of Q implies P. Q implies P. Conjunction of Q implies P. Okay. So we'll write down. Same it is. We'll take this. That is, similarly we have to write this P statement and Q statement. P statement and Q statement. So what will we get here? See the next is, that is, we need here again what? P implies Q. We need, see, P implies Q, we need, or write down this P double implies Q, write down P double implies Q. Again what we need? We need P implies Q, we need P implies Q. Again we need Q implies P, Q implies P, correct? Q implies P we need, Q implies P we need. Again, next what we need? The conjunction between this and this, means it will be what? That is P implies Q, conjunction Q implies P, P implies Q, conjunction Q implies P it is. Okay. So first write down the double implication. So double implication means what? Biconditional statement, and how to find the truth value of the biconditional statement is true, 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 false, false, true. Correct? True, 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 false, false, true. So true, true, true. Correct? False, false, true. Now here we are having false, true, it is false only. It is also false. See, it is true only when true, 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 false, false, true, and false in other statement or false in other cases. Okay. So now write down the implication. So the implication means what it is? P implies Q means, implication means what it is? True, false, false. Correct? True, false, false. P should be true, Q should be false. Then the implication is false. True, true, it is true only. True, false, true, false is false. So true, false is false. False, true is true. False, false is true. This is what P implies Q. So similarly find out the Q implies P. So Q implies P. Again the implication is there. So implication means again true, false, false. So what we are having? Q implies P means first we have to check the value of Q, then we have to check the value of P, and then we have to write the Q implies P. So Q should be true, P should be false. True, false, false. See, what is, where is our Q is? See, this. We have now see the reverse. True, true. This is true only. False, true. is true only. True. See now, true, false is false and false, false is true. False, false is true. It is correct. False, false is true. Now see here. What we are having here? P implies Q, conjunction. Q implies P. P implies Q, conjunction. Q implies P, and the conjunction means what it is? Conjunction means true, true, true. Conjunction means true, true, true. So conjunction between this and this. Okay. So true, 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 false, true is false, true, false is false, true, true is true. True, true is true. So see here, consider this is as the equation 1 and this is as the equation 2 it is. Okay. So what we are having? Equation 1, the truth values of the equation 1 is true, false, false, true and true, false, false, true. So value of these two equations, two statements are same. Therefore what it is? Two statements, the given two statements are equivalent. Given two statements are equivalent. Correct? So take down, one is for homework. You write down, that is P implies Q. P implies Q is equivalent to negation of P. Negation of P, disjunction Q. Negation of P, disjunction Q it is. Okay. So one more take down, that is you have to solve this. Okay. Second one is take down, that is P disjunction Q. P disjunction Q, conjunction P is equivalent to P. Conjunction P is equivalent to P. So take down, these are for homework. So that is what? P disjunction Q, conjunction P is equivalent to P. So we have to find this. No need to find this because already we know the value of P is true, true, false, false. So this statement how will get? True, true, false, false. Okay, if we got this, then only we can say these are the equivalent statement. Equivalent statements. Okay. So take down the next one is, that is, we'll see the converse, that is what show that the converse and inverse of the conditional statements are equivalent. Show that the converse and inverse of the conditional statements are equivalent. Okay. So conditional statement is what? P implies Q. Correct. This is the conditional statement, and already I have told you that we are having the three terms of the conditional statement: converse, inverse and contrapositive. Okay. So now what is our question is? Show that the converse and inverse of the conditional statements are equivalent. And what is the converse? Converse of this statement is what? Q implies P. Already we know, we have studied this. And the inverse of this conditional statement is negation of P implies negation of Q. Correct? Negation of P implies negation of Q. And what is the question is? Show that the converse and inverse of the conditional statements are equivalent. Means what it is? These are the equivalent. Means what we have here? Q implies P is equivalent to P implies negation of P implies negation of Q. Correct? Negation of P implies negation of P. So that is what here? This is P statement. This is Q statement. Correct? We need Q implies P. Q implies P. Correct? So again what we need here? Negation of P we need. Again we need negation of Q we need. Again what we need? The implication of this, that is negation of P implies negation of Q. Negation of P implies negation of Q. This is correct. So write down, that is the P statement is what it is. The P statement can be written as true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. So implication means it is again, implication means true, false, false. Now see, the Q implies P is there. Correct? Q implies P means Q value should be true. P value should be false, then implication we can write false. Okay, so true, true. See the reverse. First we have to check the value of Q. Again and again I am telling you, Q implies P. See the arrow how it is going from this Q to P, it is going. So first we have to check the value of Q, and then we have to check the value of P. So true, false, false. See, true, true, true. Correct? True, true, true. False, true is true. True, false, false. Correct? And true, false. True, false. Sorry, here we will get the false. True, false, true, false. Correct? True, false, false, and false, false is true. False, false is true. It is. Okay? Now see here. Negation of P. This true will become false. True will become false. False will become true. False will become true. Negation of Q is this true will become false. False will become true. True will become false. False will become true. Correct? Now implication is there. Negation of P implies negation of Q. So negation of P implies negation of Q. So true, false, false. False, false is true. False, true is true. True, false is false. True, true is true. True, true is true. So now see here. Q implies P is true, true, false, true. And negation of P implies negation of Q is true, true, false, true. So equation 1, equation 2. So these are this equation, these two statements are what it is equivalent, because we got the same truth values of this both the statement. We got the same truth values of this both the statement. Okay. So next is argument. What is the argument? Is argument, that is, see here the argument. Argument means what it is, important definition for 2 marks. That is, an argument is the set of derived statement. An argument is the set of derived statement from given one or more statement. From given one or more statement. The given statements are called hypothesis and the derived statements are called the conclusion. So what it is? Argument. What it is? Argument. So argument means what it is? An argument is the set of derived statement. It is what? It is the set of derived. We have to derive this statement from the given one or more statement. That is, this is the set of derived statement from given one or more statement. From the given one or more statement. From the given one or more statement. Okay. So see, this derived statement, the argument is the set of derived statement. It is the set of derived statement from the given one or more statement. Means you have to derive the statement from this given one or more statement is called the argument. And the given statement, see this, the given statement is called the hypothesis and the derived statement is called the conclusion. So only what it is? The derived set, the set of derived statement is called the argument. But how will get the set of derived statement is? It is from the given one or more statement. Okay? From the given one or more statement. Means what it is? The given statement is called given statement. Statement is called hypothesis. Given statement is called hypothesis. And the derived statement is called conclusion. And the derived statement is called the conclusion. Okay, it's called the conclusion. So what it is? See here. How we can write this? That is, it can be written as. It can be written as. It can be written as. See here, the set of derived statement means this can be written as P1, P2, P3, so on up to this is Q. P1, P2, P3, so on up to Q it is. Okay. See one example. So these are all are what it is. This is the conclusion. That is, and these are the derived statements. Derived statement. So given statements are called the hypothesis, and the derived statements is called the conclusion. See one examples means you will get to know. One example take down means you will understand what is the given statement, what is the derived statement, and the given statement means what it is, hypothesis. And for see here, that is, if I work hard then I pass. If I work hard then I pass. Okay, which condition is given? If then condition is given, correct? See again it is given, I worked hard therefore I pass. Therefore I pass, correct? If I work hard then I pass. I worked hard therefore I pass it is. Okay, see here. Now how to write? So here if P implies Q is given, no? P implies Q. If P then Q is given, no? If P then Q, and which is the P statement is here, I work hard. Okay, then Q, and Q statement is what here, I pass. I pass means how we can write? First write down the P statement is, which is the P statement, I work hard. I work hard. Write down the Q statement is I pass. I pass it is, correct? The Q statement is what it is, I pass. Now see here, as I said, the argument means what it is? It is the set of derived statement from the given one or more statement. The given statement is called the hypothesis, and the derived statement is called the conclusion. Means how it is, see, these are the given statement, so this is called the hypothesis. If I work hard then I pass, so this is called the hypothesis. And what we have derived the statement is I worked hard therefore I pass, so this is the derived statement which we have done from this. That is, if I work hard then I pass, by using this statement. What we have written? I worked hard therefore I pass. So only what they have written, that is, then argument is the set of derived statement from the given one or more statement. It is the set of derived statement, okay, from the given one or more statement. So we are having here two statement, P statement and Q statement, correct? So these are called hypothesis. How they are given? If I work hard then I pass means which condition is given? P implies Q. P implies Q is given, correct? And this is the hypothesis. This is called the hypothesis, correct? This is only given. If I work hard then I pass. Given statement is called the hypothesis. This is only given, okay? Again, what is the derived statement is called the conclusion. So what is the derived statement is here? I worked hard, and I worked hard means what we are having here? P is there. That is what I conclusion. See here, conclusion is I worked hard means which statement is there? P statement. P statement. I worked hard, therefore I pass. And I pass means what we are having? Q statement is. So like this we have to write symbolically. That is what given statement is, P implies Q. If I work hard then I pass. And the derived statement is I worked hard therefore I pass. Therefore conclusion is I worked hard, that is P. I worked hard, therefore I passed. So only I have given what it is. These P1, P2, P3. These are the statements by Q. So conclusions. Okay. So this is the example of this argument. Example. Now see here. Next definition we will take valid argument. Valid argument. Now we know the argument is, this is argument means what it is, derived set, correct? And now see the valid argument. What is the valid argument is? Valid argument. Valid argument. So valid argument means what it is? An argument with hypothesis. An argument with hypothesis. P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pk, and the conclusion is Q, and the conclusion is Q is said to be valid, is said to be valid if the statement that is P1 conjunction, P2 conjunction, P3 so on up to conjunction Pk, which implies Q. P1 conjunction, P2 conjunction, P3 so on up to conjunction Pk, which implies Q is tautology. Otherwise it is invalid. Correct? So what it is? Valid argument means what it is? An argument with hypothesis. So hypothesis is what? P1, P2, P3 so on to Pk. These all are the hypothesis, and the conclusion is Q. So as I said, that is just now I have told you what is the hypothesis means the given statement, and conclusion means what it is, the derived statement. Okay. So here, so hypothesis P1, P2, P3 so on up to Pk, and conclusion Q is said to be valid if the statement P1 conjunction, P2 conjunction, P3 so on up to Pk, which implies Q is tautology. Otherwise it is invalid. See, this should be tautology. This statement should be tautology. Then only it is valid argument. If it is not tautology, then it is invalid argument. But what is the tautology? Tautology means that is all the truth values are true only. All truth values are true only. See here, tautology means the tautology is a compound statement. It is a compound statement. Which is always true. It is correct. That is irrespective of the truth values of its compound statement. So tautology means what it is? It is always true only. So truth values of the given statements are true only. If all the truth values are true, then that statement is called the tautology. Correct? That statement is called the tautology. Okay. Now the valid argument means what it is? See, this statement is tautology. Then only it is called the valid argument. Means tautology means what it is? The truth values of this statement should be true. All the truth values of this statement is true. If the truth values are true, then only it is valid argument. then what if it is not true, then it is the invalid argument. Correct? See the example. We'll take one example, so you will understand. Tautology means the truth values are true only. Truth values, all the truth values are true. Okay? Then that statement is called the tautology. And valid argument means what it is? The statement should be tautology. Means again there will be the truth values will be true only. See one example is, that is P implies Q, P implies Q, P implies Q. This conjunction Q, P implies Q, conjunction Q, which implies Q, which implies Q it is. Okay, see write down. Again it is P, Q. What we need? We need P implies Q, P implies Q. Again the conjunction between this and this means what it is? P implies Q, conjunction Q. P implies Q, conjunction Q. Correct? So write down here. So P can be written as true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Now P implies Q. P implies Q means true, false, false. True, 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 false, 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 true, true, false, false, true. This is the P implies Q. Now the conjunction between the one more we need here, no? P implies Q, conjunction Q. This whole implies Q. Whole implies Q. This, okay. So now P implies Q, conjunction Q, and the conjunction means what it is? Conjunction means true, true, true. Conjunction between what it is? P implies Q and Q. So and conjunction means true, true, true. See conjunction. True, true, true. False, false, false. True, true, true. True, false, false. True, false, false it is. Okay. Now see. What it is again? P implies Q, conjunction Q. Implication of Q means what it is? Implication in between what it is? This and see. This and this. This P implies Q, conjunction Q. Implication Q it is. Okay. Now see. Again implication means true. Implication means true, false, false. True, false, false it is. Okay. See this and this, because see the arrow from here to here it is. So first we have to check the value of this. True, true is true. False, false is true. True, true is true. False, false is true. So what we got the values? See, all values are true only. Correct? True, 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 true. So the statement, the truth value of this statement is what it is? All the truth values are true only. So this statement is called the tautology, and this is tautology means it is valid statement. It is valid argument. Correct? So this is called the tautology. This statement is called tautology, and it is what? Valid argument. Valid argument. Correct? So as I said, valid argument means what it is? It should be tautology, and the tautology means what it is? The truth values are, all the truth values are should be true it is. So these all values are true. So the given statement is tautology, and it is tautology means it is valid argument, because valid argument means what it is? It should be tautology. Okay? Else it is invalid it is. If it is not tautology, then it should be invalid it is. Okay? So this is the example on the tautology and valid argument. So remaining example we'll see you in next class. Okay? Thank you.